tell Aunt Rhody. Go tell Aunt Rhody. Go tell Aunt Rhody that everybody's dead. I was raised in a deep, dark hole.
Welcome everybody to Kai Has a Podcast. That's the name of the podcast, I guess. I'm here with my guests, Dante and Wizdelia.
What's up?
What's going on, guys?
Oh, hello.
Hello, my dears. We're here to talk about one of the best games, the scariest games we played last week and this week. Well, no, last week on stream. Resident Evil 7. You can't tell from the song, Go Tell Aunt Rhody by the great Jordan Rain. Yes, this game has been mind-blowing.
Phenomenal,
Incredible. Like, it makes you think. Oh my god, orgasmic, no.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
And I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, you loved it, Wiz. you tapped that, wouldn't you? You tapped that,
Heck
wouldn't you?
No.
No.
Heck
No.
no.
Not even for $1 million?
What are we talking about tapping, huh? Tapping what? Tapping with what, actually?
Oh god.
Tapping with a syringe?
Mia?
Hmm?
No, not Mia. Mia's crazy.
I killed Mia. I said, fuck you.
Let's save this for later.
Yeah. Okay, here we go, guys. Okay, so the first thing we'll talk about here is what? Okay, how would you sum up this game in one word? Just one word, Wiz, go. One word.
Exhilarating.
Bam. What be Dante?
Yeah.
Amazeballs. Amazeballs.
I like it.
I would say incredible. That's the one word I can say. It's incredible. Like this game, like just from like I said it earlier with Wiz. Like if you just took this game by itself, standalone, not connected to Resident Evil at all, it'd be one of the greatest games I've played ever. Like just that alone, because the one thing that sets it apart or brings it together with other games in the series is the storytelling. Like the storytelling of this game was, I would say, flawless. I say it was magnificent. It's from beginning to end. You never felt safe. You always felt informed. Things always made sense in this game. Sorry, Resident Evil 5 and 6. It kind of got disconnected in the middle and end.
It did.
But this game, it was just really, really good. It tied together very well.
Yeah, well, I liked it that they kind of brought something new to the table.
Yeah.
To where something I like about Capcom is they always listen to the fans.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what happened with 4, 5, and 6. The fans wanted that to be a game. That's the kind of game they wanted.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just got the hardcore Resident Evil fan just bitching about, I want my horror back. I want my survival horror back. And that's what they did with Resident Evil 7, which they did an amazing job with.
An incredible job. I mean, like,
yeah.
I was worried for a long time that they wouldn't. They forgot about the horror about the game. Like,
the only thing I don't like about the game is
what?
They said there's going to be an upgrade system to it. The upgrade system was to your health.
Yeah, exactly.
They said you would be able to like upgrade your guns and stuff like that. That's one of my very, very few gripes about the game.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have like 2 or 3 gripes about the game.
Yeah,
that's about it.
What are you, Wiz?
With me, I just have to say that Dante and Kai over here, they're like experts on Resident Evil. Dante, he loves Resident Evil, and Kai actually streamed a whole entire month of Resident Evil. Me, myself, and I didn't play that much Resident Evil. Actually, my first game was Resident Evil 1 Remastered, and I played that October 31st, Halloween, and I didn't get into it. So with that being said, thinking I didn't get into that one, I want to get into Resident Evil 7. I got into Dante got me the game, and instantly I was hooked as soon as I started playing, started walking, started seeing the details that they did, the flashbacks, and then you'd realize that, oh, this is what I have to do, with the camera crew and all that. just
the
it just-
videotapes.
Yeah, it just dragged me in. And the thing is, they did a great job with that because I said I didn't really enjoy Resident Evil at one point, but now I might have to play it again and again and again. It was great.
It was really good.
It was great.
The replayability in this game is pretty fantastic. Some people had gripes about it. Some of my friends like, I don't like how if you choose Mia or Zoe, you have to go back and play through Zoe's storyline or Mia's storyline. I like that because honestly, it's one of those games where you play it back again. You're like, oh, those are the clues I missed the first time. That's what they were showing me about the whole thing, about this lady and that storyline and in the files. I'm like, I didn't even know what it meant when they said this in the files. I'm like, oh, that's why they said that in the files. Now it makes sense,
right?
And one big thing too I loved about the game is that like you never felt safe in the game. You never did. Like, every single time, every moment of the game, like. I was freaking out. I played the game, like I said. I played a long month of Resident Evil games. I did freak out here and there with the old ones, but this one, like, more so than Outlast, I felt paranoid the whole time I was playing the game. Like, things just happened where you didn't know what was going to happen. Like
you wanted to hug the wall the entire time.
I did actually.
You're like, no. And it's just, you had your gun and you're just like, oh, God. Oh, God. And you're waiting.
A gun that does shit damage.
Yeah,
too.
like 5 or 10 bullets in your gun. Like, okay, I need this to survive me for like, I don't know, 10 minutes. And all of a sudden 4, creatures come out. I'm like, really? How do I kill 4 creatures with 10 bullets?
Yeah.
It's insane.
I wish they didn't go like the molded route. I wish like a new creature. I wish they just brought back like old creatures, like brought back the lickers and like the tyrants and stuff.
In a
like
way,
that.
the crawlers, I'll call them the crawlers, were kind of like lickers with Evelyn's like gift wrapped around them. In a way, they were, and they were like, pretty freaky.
Yeah,
to deal with.
That was another gripe I had about the game was Evelyn. Evelyn was just kind of a lackluster villain.
She was just kind of thrown in. I think she was thrown in, and I was like, I wanted to hear more about her.
Yeah, like
in the beginning.
How is Evelyn like Resident Evil is about bioweapons? How is she a bioweapon? How is she a virus? How does she contract?
They kind of talked about that in like the very last, second to last, and very last,
exactly.
Vials.
She had like special mind. She had like mind powers over people. Yeah, that's what they said.
Yeah. They chose like a 10-year-old girl to test on her, and she became part of the whole like. So I guess she became part of the gift, and then started getting mind powers and controlling people and making them bend to her will. I mean, it kind of made sense, but I do wish they would have said more about her in the very beginning, like hinted out who she was in the very beginning, and like oh, so the little girl, and who was she, and then finally tied it to the old lady. I get it, that's cool. Had us guessing who the old lady was while she was in our rooms or in the hallway, in the basement, and upstairs, everywhere we were.
Where she would sing and Rhody.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why
she stopped?
Like they actually put the song of the game in the game.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
You don't see very many games that do that.
No. That was so cool, and it made it so creepy too when you hear her humming it. I'm like, uh-oh, Evelyn's here.
And then when you look at her, she stops, and then when you turn back around, she starts humming again. And you look back at her, she stops.
There was a part when I was playing it where I was so frightened that she was gonna like roll up and like spook me or something when I turned my back.
That's something I wish she would. She did. It's like
grab your arm, warn you, or something like that. Something.
Or at least just have her like through some segments like to the bottom where the first when you finish fighting the second battle with Joe Baker. And you're coming back upstairs.
Yeah.
And you see her right there. I wish you actually heard her freaking wheelchair behind you, like creeping up behind you. That would have been really cool.
Yeah.
Well, that's what I thought she was doing. So what I would do was I keep on looking back, and and as I was turning the corner, I'd still look. And on the third, after I looked again on the third attempt, she disappeared, and that's where it got me. I was like, "Yo, whoa, where'd she go?"
Wait, in the hallway?
Yeah, and she was gone.
Yeah.
She was gone.
Yeah.
But I think they actually did a good job not letting her be any sort of like fright, any sort of terror, because you didn't expect anything with Granny. You just kind of expected her to be, you know, innocent. You know, she's just messed up with the family. She's just dead. You know, she's just dead, still alive technically.
I thought the family. My theory about that. I thought the family kind of like took the gift, what the gift was. I don't know what the gift was, but I thought they would say, okay, we're the ones controlling Granny or drugging her up. Like, I thought she was dead, like Lewis says.
Yeah, exactly.
But the family was wheeling her around because they thought, oh, she'll come back if she accepts the gift that we give her. So she'll come back. My guys, she's dead. She's in the wheelchair, dead. You're being cruel to her. But then the opposite happened. When the opposite happened at the very end, where she was the one controlling them, my mind was blowing up. I'm like, oh, are you kidding me? I thought the exact opposite. And that's such a cool twist, where she was the one controlling everyone.
The family was sweet. The family was actually
good.
Yeah.
It was a good family that got corrupted for her. Like, I like that they showed that Joe Baker was actually a Marine.
Yeah,
I was like, holy
exactly.
Shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, holy shit.
Yeah. I was like, yo.
Mm-hmm.
And you see all around the house, like that one picture with the family on the couch, and you see that the family's like happy, and you're just like, what the hell happened? Yeah. And after all that time, you figure out that it was Evie and Granny, and wow, just wow.
You go back to those scenes, like the one of the most important scenes I think was the biggest hint that we didn't see was the dinner scene. When you're sitting there, the grandma's there, everyone's at the table. Like, that's when she controlled everybody. That was her mind control of everybody, but you didn't see it at first. Like, it's right in front of you.
That was her way of introducing everybody.
Yes.
Yeah, because
exactly.
Again, if you realize they did a really good job with introducing everybody early, they all used their names. They always they said Jack. You know, he's not eating it, Jack. He's not eating it, Jack. And then Marguerite, go in the. I forgot what they said, but then like Lucas, like, shut your damn mouth, Lucas, and then cut off the arm, and like they just introduce each other easily. And
they never said the grandma's name. You notice that? They never said her name. I was like, wait, who's this girl then? Who's the grandma? Is she dead? I guess she's dead. Whatever. All right. So you didn't really pay attention to her in the beginning, but then like she kind of followed you here and there. Yeah. And then she's in the boiler room. Like, what's Granny? I felt bad when Granny was in the boiler room with me. I'm like, dude, there's 4 monsters here, Granny. Run away. Little you know that she was the one that's making them happen and come at you and kill you. So like, it's like wow, like I never put together until the very end when I read that one last piece of the file. I'm like, the little girl keeps transforming in the gray hair. I'm like, wait a minute, gray hair. Oh my god, the little girl is Evelyn. Evelyn's grandma. That's why she keeps going to different places.
I think they did a good job. They did a good job choosing Evelyn. Yeah. Because evil. Put that together. I was like, yo, good job. I was like, okay.
Yep.
I see
Evelyn.
you. I see you.
I see you, Capcom. I see you.
Yeah. Another thing is, I love how much they hinted at the old games. Yes. Like the paintings of the Arkley Mountains.
Yes.
You have the
very first
files of Raccoon City. You have files about Chris Redfield and Jill Valentine. Mm-hmm. Like of them, like in the newspapers of them, like saving people from biohazard zones, biozones and shit like that.
Like 16 years later, people of Raccoon City still feel the effects. I'm like, wait a minute, this game kind of tight. Really? They're still fighting the zombies and the infection. That's crazy.
And then you had the quote unquote Redfield.
Oh, get out of here!
At the end of the game, which was that was not Redfield.
No,
that was not Redfield.
I think either is Chris Redfield's son, cousin, or is someone completely different who just posed as Redfield because Umbrella.
Yeah,
no one here trusts Umbrella.
And especially at the end where you had the cinematic hallway until that like medical door. That's DLC. That's DLC. That tells you what's going to happen in this DLC.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Like, I want to know. It's called Not a Hero. So, like, honestly, he's not the hero of the story. He's a cover-up agent. It's like how it used to be in RE0. All those games have cover-up agents for Umbrella. Umbrella never became good. With Tri-Cell ties, with Neo Umbrella, no matter what it was, what faction they were with, they're always trying to hide something. So what are they trying to hide from us? And of course,
so that was
Ethan-
not Chris Redfield. It was just a
No.
lookalike.
No, of course not. Maybe
Even
it's a
his
clone.
voice.
Yeah.
Even I knew that, and I didn't play all the Resident
Exactly.
Evils. Even I knew that.
Like, they usually use the same voice actors for Resident Evil.
Yeah.
Same ones every single time. Since remake all the way up to the recent one. There's the same voice actor from Resident Evil 1 to 5,
Mm-hmm.
and then 5 to 6. And just kind of slowly getting older and older, and all of a sudden you got this kind of lighter tone voice for Chris. Like lighter, but a little bit ruskier.
Yeah.
It's like, no, that's not Chris. That's not Chris's
it's like,
voice.
I'm Redfield. I'm like, you're not Redfield, dude. I don't know. Like, I kind of was like, oh, cool. This is son. But I'm like, I thought about it. I'm like, wait a minute. It's Umbrella. Like, you can't trust Umbrella.
He
But
doesn't have a son, though.
Exactly.
He does not have a son.
Yeah. But but the thing is, like, with Ethan and Mia, they don't know any better. All they see is someone rescuing them from a helicopter from this horror house. That's all they know. They don't know about Umbrella.
Exactly.
They don't know about the history. So like you feel fearful for them because they're in ignorance of the whole, what happened 16, 20 years ago with Umbrella, the fight against Wesker.
I think more like the thing is, the Chris Redfield, the quote unquote Chris Redfield at the end, it looks like the CGI Chris Redfield, but not as much. There's some things that are a little bit different, like the body armor and stuff like that's the same, but the facial features are kind of different. Like his hair is different. Like his beard is more scruffier.
Yeah.
Then the voice.
You think they clone him and to make like
Yeah,
him in the lab?
It is confirmed that Wesker is alive. It is confirmed.
How though? With the gun? With the Albert gun? What?
Yeah, that was like a little hint to him.
Oh my god! How do you wait? Here's the thing. Okay, I can live with the whole punch the bolter thing in RE5, but he got shot in the face by Sheva and Chris with rocket launchers in a pit of lava.
Remember,
how the hell is he still alive?
Ouroboros.
Like, it's god damn it. How are you still alive? Like, it's so crazy. And RE1 thought he was dead, and then he came back, of course, in RE5. Like, dude, how are you still alive? Well, he pretended to be alive in the Wesker files. If you read those in the other games, he's not dead. He pretended to be dead to come back for something else bigger.
And I wonder how are they going to tie all this in with Revelations 2? How are they going to tie it in with Alex Wesker?
I don't know. Like, that's a good question. Maybe he was cloned. Maybe that was not Wesker. I don't know. Like, maybe some other part of him lives in the lab, and he came back and he had all his memories. I don't know. But how the hell does Wesker still live? And who the hell is this Redfield guy? And does Ethan and Mia still survive? Does he have the gift? Because his arm was like attached, like Frankenstein. Like, those are that's a lot of questions we have still for this game. And I hope the DLC answers it. Which I'm excited to buy the DLC for the first time in a long time. I'm excited to buy it and play it.
We know Ethan was infected.
Yes.
We know that.
Yes. So I don't know, but I'm hoping
Well, remember when he had his leg? I don't know if you guys all did this, but he had his leg cut off.
Yes.
And he was like,
impaled.
"Have this."
Yeah.
And he just used the med kit, and then next thing you know, all of a sudden it's back on.
Yes, that's a gift. So he has part of the gift is with him. He has the gift. His arm was chopped off too. His wife did, or his girlfriend chopped it off, and then you put it back on again. It's like, how the hell is the arm and leg
Zoe
still on?
stapled it back on.
Oh, that's right. She stapled it back on. But the leg,
Zoe
the leg thing was like...
The leg was definitely... He had something. Because he didn't even, take a second chance to, think about it. Well, obviously, because Jack was in there.
Yeah, trying to kill him.
Yeah, but still, it was just... I think that was Evie's way of saying, hey, look, you have the gift now. Mm-hmm. Because think about it, they're all controlled. He got his leg cut off and said, "Here, boy, have this." Well, Jack said that. "Here, boy, have this." Put it on the ground, and he for some reason, I instantly thought, "Okay, I'll just do this." And it worked. So maybe that was Evie's way of presenting the gift to him.
Yeah.
So maybe. I don't know. It could be a possibility. It was messed up.
It was so creepy. Creepy. What was the scariest moment in the game? Do you guys think? Like, what was one moment where you're like, no, I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it. I don't want to go there. I don't want to go in that room. Like, what's one moment you're like,
for
no?
me, the scariest part was it was so ominous. The entire game was so ominous, and you were just scared the entire time. But the thing that I really liked that they did was they kind of stayed away from the jump scares.
Yeah.
But when the mother jumps out of the window,
oh my,
that scared the crap because I was like reading chat. I was like, okay, I'm gonna walk up here. I'm like, oh yeah, nice. How's your day? And then all of a sudden I look over, and I'm just walking through a house, and then boom, I was like, whoa.
Through the window.
Yeah.
It's like the scariest part for me was when you pull the Deer Series arm out, and then you turn around, and then you just see legs.
Oh yeah.
Like you see Evelyn's legs there, and just run off, and then you go crouch down and go back to the door, and then you look at the walls, and then you have like all these weird symbols on the walls,
yes,
like octangle signals.
Yeah.
And
like,
there was this one part where
this shit.
Freaking me out, dude.
There was the one part where you just walk in and you open up a door, and next thing you know, 2 teddy bears fall. And I was like, okay, whoa.
Yeah.
That got me. It was little things, man. Little
stay
things.
away in your earphone, your headphones. Like, whoa. Okay.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
And that too, I didn't catch it until like after the very end when we saw Mia's video to Ethan. Like, oh, she said stay away. So she was controlling Mia stay away because Mia said in the beginning, I didn't send that message to you. I didn't send it to you. That wasn't me talking. He was like, yeah, it was you talking. Of course, you were right there telling me to, come save you or stay away. But then when she said stay away, it's like, oh, so she was the one controlling. Evelyn was the one controlling everything. But I didn't notice that because I was too scared. Because too many things were happening.
I didn't.
Remember that? Because the first thing she says in the very beginning is, Ethan, if you see this, stay away. And when you go into and get retrieve the arm from the room, you hear Evelyn saying, before you go there, she blows up your candle and the lights, and she says, stay away. I'm like,
yeah.
whoa.
Okay, yeah,
that makes sense now.
I could see you piecing that together, but at the same time, I also see Mia trying to protect Ethan, and she was just repeating it. That's
because she said
that's such a good observation.
She said, I didn't say that, Ethan. Ethan said, yeah, you did say that. She's like, no,
that's
I didn't say that. She's speaking.
Okay.
She's speaking for me. I'm like, who was speaking for you? And they didn't say who was speaking for her because she got taken over again by Evelyn. So when Evelyn said stay away, I'm like, so Evelyn was controlling her saying with that video.
Yeah.
She was controlling her. And she was fighting it the best she could.
Shit. Okay. I could see that now. I at first didn't think so, but now I see it. Yeah. Okay.
I'm going to tell you guys another gripe I had with the game. Guys, so you guys know when you got to choose who you want to give the antidote to?
Yeah.
I hate it that Zoe just kind of just dies.
Yeah.
It was kind of yeah.
Like I wanted to stick with Zoe, but no, you don't get to do that. Like you had for one of them to survive, you had to choose Mia.
Yeah.
I think they should have given her like a little bit more dialogue, other than explain
on the phone and stuff like that.
Yeah, and explain.
Another thing
I'm talking about
it
on the
doesn't
boat.
have as many achievements as other Resident Evil games. It has so little achievements, so it has so little stuff that go out of your way to do, except for like the bobbleheads.
Yeah.
And the bobbleheads are really easy. I found all the bobbleheads on my first go around. Yeah.
I found a ton of them, yeah. I didn't find all of them, but I did find a ton. But back to Zoe, though, I just have to say this. I didn't mean more dialogue as in on the phone, because I think the way they limited her dialogue gave it more of a sense of a light. Whenever you got to talk to Zoe, you were like, "Oh,
a light
sweet,"
at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah, exactly.
A light at
Pretty
the end
much,
of the tunnel.
and that's what made a lot of people say, "Fuck me, I'm going to Zoe."
Yeah.
So, what I'm trying to say is, like, I think they should have given her like more dialogue, more space before, like, if they were going to make her die, no matter what, at least let her like talk to you a little bit more than other than explaining the boat on the bayou.
Yeah.
And you know, because
All of a sudden she dies, and then all
of a sudden she just goes, no, Evie, no, and then, you know, and it's just okay.
And then then all of a sudden you're Mia.
Yeah.
And it's like, what the fuck?
No matter what,
I wanted to kill this
yeah,
bitch.
no matter what, Mia is a main character. It's
A lot of people were very upset when they picked Zoe
because there's no real choice at the end in a way.
Yeah.
That's what it was. There's no real choice in the end. You choose Mia. You're like, oh, but you feel bad for Zoe being left back with the family. I think that's the best ending. Which was mad at you.
That's one of the reasons why I chose Zoe, because she's been there.
She was helping you.
Yeah, she's been there forever. And she was sitting there fighting Evelyn in her mind and stuff like that, and fighting her family.
Yeah. Yep. So she knew the ins and outs of the rooms. She knew where to go. She was always helping you. I thought she was going to deceive me. Like at the end, like, ha ha ha, I'm part of the family, I'm going to kill you. But she was like legit the whole way through. I'm like, wow, this girl. That's why I felt hard. I felt so like conflicted by choosing Mia, who I did come there for, but and she's 3 years relationship. But then Zoe's the one that helped me to get to the end of the game, not Mia. Mia was like begging for help, but she'd turn around and kill me because Evelyn would influence her again to kill me. But Zoe's like, no, I'm going to help
in the arm.
Right? Cut my arm off, sawed it off, pretty much crucified me on the banister with a freaking screwdriver. But Zoe's helping me.
Mia was like the princess in danger,
yes.
And then Zoe was the female protagonist that helps you along the way.
Yes, like a right hand woman, right?
Yeah.
Like I was hoping that like once you beat the game, you unlocked like Zoe's side of the story, so you play the game as Zoe.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been kind of
cool. One day as a DLC, maybe.
Like,
the two DLCs that are confirmed is Chris and Leon.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I didn't know that.
Each one of them are supposed to be about 4 to 5 hours each.
That's good.
Which I love it.
That's
because
awesome.
It adds on to the game. It basically turns into another game.
Yep.
As long as it's not as long as it's not the Layers of Fear DLC.
Oh my god, let's not talk about that. That was
15 minutes.
Oh my god.
I don't know about 15 minutes, but it was like an hour.
It was an hour and a half of bullcrap. All you do is walk around. It was so bad.
Oh my god.
It was probably one of the worst DLC I've ever purchased ever.
I've heard so much hate on that.
Oh my god, what a waste
I just
of time.
wanted to bring that up really quick. We're talking about Resident Evil.
Yeah.
The thing is with I talked to a lot of people about their choice and why they picked it, and most of the people I talked to were Mia, pro Mia.
Yeah.
And I asked, I was like, why? And they were just like, well, I wouldn't want to do that to my girlfriend. And I was like, okay. And I realized, I was like, I've been asking people that have a relationship for over like 4 years. I've been asking these kind of people, and I'm like, maybe I should ask a different audience. But
like, I have a girlfriend, and I chose Zoe.
Right? Yeah. See, that's
I'm single.
To me, I don't know. To me, I don't know. I couldn't do that. Like, if something happened to my girl, and she's alive after 3 years,
that's true.
It's
because Mia didn't have meat behind her bone. I just didn't feel attachment to her.
Oh, okay. You like that booty?
No, I felt more attachment to Zoe.
No, you talk about meat behind her bone, like booty, right? Like,
oh my god.
Remember, I'm a southerner.
Come on, man.
And I click more with Zoe, so it's like.
The southern twang, right, of Zoe's voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that.
That was nice. That was very nice.
That was the only voice acting that was bad was Lucas. Lucas had the worst.
No. Okay. No. Wait. No.
He had the worst southern accent.
I'm gonna say this right now. His performance in the game by far was the best. Out of all of them.
I was like, come at me, bro. Let's go. I was like, let's dance.
He felt the Joker. I felt like I was Batman. He was the Joker. Like, he's always just messing with me. He didn't want to kill me, but he wanted to keep me alive long enough to torture me.
Okay, speaking of,
it was so. I loved Lucas, dude. The best character in the game.
The voice acting was good, but when he tried to push out the southern accent, it's like no, it doesn't sound good.
Yeah.
And then he just drops the southern accent. It's like, okay, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
Like Margaret,
wait.
really with really good voice acting.
Did
The
I
high
miss a
pitch, like,
part though?
For what?
I didn't kill Lucas.
No,
Did I?
you can't kill Lucas.
Oh, okay. He just lives.
He runs away. he just runs away. Like he tries to kill you in that one birthday surprise room.
Yeah.
But when he survives, that's the last time you hear about him. He just goes away.
I thought they should have given him more then. I think they should have given him more as well.
Hopefully the DLC, like, he's in there somehow, some way.
Maybe he's hooked up with Chris, and that's why he's not a hero, because Chris was giving him the explosives and all that, and that's why when you heard on the comm signal, there was a third party. There was a Lucas had a fight with a third party, and then they said, "Oh well, we know who that is," or whatever. They agreed. So maybe Chris isn't a hero because he knew it was all going along, and Lucas and Chris teamed up and
did that.
Yeah, DLC confirmed.
Right?
I'm kidding.
Or maybe the dude at the end of the game was actually Hunk.
Yes. Yeah, because we never see his face. That's right.
We've never seen his face. Seen Hunk's face.
Never.
2, his body armor is more like Hunk's, not Chris's. Chris's has more of a the one that Chris usually has on, like from 5 to the 5, and looking at the CGI movie, he has a AR-06 plate. But the plate that they had in the game was a different plate. Was different. And also Chris doesn't really wear black very often. He wears more the green or kind of private military company, PMCs look to him, or like a special agent look.
Yeah. And I don't think
not a militaristic.
I would never believe Redfield, any other Redfield, if related to Chris, or Claire, would ever go and join Umbrella. Never.
Yeah, but also in the biography of Chris, there's only 2. He only has one sibling, which is Claire. He only has one Claire, so there's only 2 Redfields that we know of. Mm-hmm. Like, that's why I'm saying that's not Chris.
Nope.
That's not Chris.
I don't think so. Like, I want to know who he is. I bet you, of course, at the very end, the reveal, his real name is this, that, and the other. Hopefully they show Wesker in the DLC of Not a Hero and what happened to Lucas. But I want to know who he really is, because it's not Redfield. But why did he say that? Because even in me, I don't know who Redfield are, or Claire, or and Jill. They don't know who any of those guys are, or Wesker. Why would you say his name is Redfield? Is it for
probably,
us?
It's just to make us think.
Right? Maybe it's
probably
for
to put him at... So he could have heard the name Redfield about saving people and stuff like that. Chris Redfield. Mm-hmm. Saving people through the biohazards. And then all of a sudden, I'm Redfield. And it's like, what took you so long? Mm-hmm. It's like, could he just think, it's BSAA?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then at the end, you see Neo Umbrella.
Yep.
It's like, wait, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Then when you get to the factory, you see like all this umbrella shit around. It's like, holy shit! Why are these bitches here?
That was crazy.
I thought you guys died.
Seriously, they were done in number 4, and then Tricell came and probably brought them back somehow, and then Resident Evil 6 they were there with Neo Umbrella.
Tricell was Umbrella.
Yeah.
Tricell was just a new company under Umbrella.
Yeah.
And then Neo Umbrella, which they brought back just to honor the name of Umbrella, which was just a bunch of old co-workers of it. Fuck.
What happened? You okay?
Dropped my lighter.
Okay.
I thought you got hurt. I was like, BB?
What happened? One man down.
I kind of want to talk about the bosses really quick. Like, I just.
The scariest boss fight, I'll say right now, for me, was Marguerite. Hands down.
Marguerite.
She was so creepy. Look, I hated looking at her because legit, no, don't joke, legit. The first ever boss that ever made me like gag when I was fighting her, because I was eating food. I was eating food while I was playing, and then when she's like pretty much giving birth on the wall to like insects and like walking around with her sack on down below her vagina. I was like, dude, no, this is
She looked
disgusting.
like she had a dick.
Dude,
she looked
right?
Like she had a dick
it was disgusting. It was disgusting.
You
like,
guys,
like it was just so weird to look at that. While
you guys might
her.
have seen more than I did, though. You guys might have seen because the thing is, I played the pussy way, and I kind of camped with a grenade launcher and a lot of ammo. And I didn't see the birth.
I just went around with the flamethrower. I just flamethrower.
Same here. I tried to follow her, but then she'd jump on the walls. And one moment, she knocked me down. I'm like, okay, I fell down for like 2-3 seconds. Sun lock. She jumps over me. I just see her big sack of whatever the hell the thing was nest in her vagina. I'm like, oh my god, that is disgusting, but that's so cool at the same time. Ew, that's the nastiest boss I've fought in a long time. It was just disgusting. Like hanging around me in front of my face. I'm like, this is disgusting. Like, what is this?
Yeah, the first thing I said when I saw her was, "What the hell's up with her vagina?"
Yes.
Word for word.
Long ass arms, like it's like a freaking insect.
Yeah.
And when she grabs the lantern when you're going downstairs to try to fight her or find her, that was the scariest part. One of the scariest parts in the game.
That was creepy.
Like all you see is like long arm grabbing it. I'm like, I got to go downstairs in this tiny little cave, dark and dank. I don't know what the hell is on the other side.
I was actually looking forward to kicking her ass. Like, I'm gonna burn your ass to death.
You're braver than me, man. I was like, hell no, I don't want to go down there. Really? So bad.
But remember, your aspect of horror, my aspect of horror are kind of different.
True, very true.
Like, I see that bitch, like, I'm gonna kill that bitch. I know there's a boss fight coming up, so I just went back, found a bunch of coals, made a lot of fucking flamethrower ammo.
Yeah.
And jumped down there and just ready to fucking rock.
Yeah, me, I'm like, I'm scared. Whenever I play games like these kind of games, like Outlast, whatever, whenever I play horror games, I get so wrapped in the game, like so wrapped in it that I feel like what's going on is real. So if I ever had like a VR experience with this game, I would lose it. I would legit.
I'm gonna see if I can borrow my friend's VR system.
Oh my god, dude!
This is my last gripe about the game. Is they went private VR for the first year or is it month or first month only PlayStation. That's something that pissed me the fuck off. I wanted to day one live stream with my Oculus Rift. Play this game. I wanted to do that, but no, fucking Sony had to dick tease us all and say, "Oh, pay me money to play this game in Rift before other things."
Yeah.
I'm like,
I could
paid
see
all this money just for Oculus Rift for this game, just for this game.
Yeah.
That's the only reason I bought an Oculus Rift.
Hopefully it comes up, before the DLC, before you kind of are getting tired of it. I mean, you're not gonna get tired of it, as in like you don't want to play it when it comes out for DLC. Not DLC. Oh my god, I almost said VCR. Old school. But hopefully you don't get tired of it when it does come out for VR, because sometimes like a wait for a certain thing can kill something, and it's just terrible having to wait for something and just
wait. Speaking of VHSs, what did you guys think of like all the VHSs and stuff like that?
Oh, good tie, dude. It was a lot of people said that they totally skipped the happy birthday one. I don't know, and I was like, why would you skip this? It's literally so intriguing.
It is great.
Lucas ties up that one guy and he's like, I want to see the beginning. The title was like, how trespassing idiots can pass it, something like that. I don't know. And like, he was just like, he said like, does this grin look fake to you or something? Like, the voice acting of Lucas was great for that. But anyways, the tape was fun, and you really could die and it didn't really matter that much. And it was just
And then you had at the end of it where he stabs your arm with the pen.
Loser.
And No, I was like, holy shit.
I thought he was like a little
That was-
mechanical monster that was gonna come try to kill me, or just like write down the password on the paper in front of you. I'm like, oh, okay. Get him his finger, give him his quill, cool. Now what's gonna happen? Grab your arm, like, oh no. Like, I hate clowns. I hate clowns to death. So when he grabbed me, I was freaking out. I'm like, dude, stop, please.
Like,
Well, they gave you hints about that, and
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys saw this, but if you looked in the child's room before you went upstairs and got the blue card key, there was trophies, and every trophy said robotics. Like it was.
oh, that was Mia.
That was Mia.
Oh.
That was Mia's room.
Oh, I put that together, and I said that was why that robot was so perfectly programmed to grab the arm and all that.
Yeah, that was, if I remember correctly, that was Mia's room.
Okay.
That was Mia's room. Oh.
If I remember
So
correctly,
weird.
yes.
Damn, I was hoping that was Lucas, and I was hoping that I tied that together, and that's why the robot was so precise and grabbed it and moved and everything.
I thought all those
No, it
tapes
was
were
not-
like so like.
Not Mia's room, but Zoe's room. pardon me.
Zoe's room. There you go.
So okay.
I thought the tapes. I get people who skip the tapes want to play the game and continue, but I don't think the tapes hindered the game. They progressed the storyline. Like those tapes,
Yeah,
like
it
showed you, like,
showed
okay,
you what was coming up in the game.
exactly, or what happened in the past, where hey, this is what happened in the past. Don't make the same mistake twice, or go to that room and find the little, the first tape you saw was like go underneath the fireplace, pull the thing, go upstairs, and the other tapes we found kind of showed you what to do in the birthday celebration video. Of course, I died like 4 times before I figured it out. But it was a great puzzle. Like, and plus you couldn't skip it because it showed each character, like either Jack or Lucas or Marguerite, how they became who they are, or how maniacal they are, and who they were chasing. Like, they were chasing Mia one time. They were chasing other people. Like, it just showed you more of the story of the game overall.
And it showed you how many people died there.
Yeah, like it was like
Yeah.
it's kind of like what Umbrella does. Umbrella takes people and tries to test them to see if they were compatible with the virus. These guys had fun testing these people. I guess trying to make a family out of them, or just trying to test their traps for more people who trespass into their house. But it was so interesting to see that how they treated guests that come to their house, maybe looking for help.
Yeah.
And they killed them.
Yeah.
It was very, very interesting. I loved the tapes to death. Like every time the new tape happened, I'm like, I have to live someone's nightmare again. It's not good. Okay,
All right.
so what happened here?
Now, we've talked about almost all the stuff about the game, so let's talk about the weapons in the game. What did you guys think of it?
I didn't really find that many repair kits, so I didn't really get to enjoy the weapon upgrade system. And when I did get my ancient coins, I had enough for the gun, but I said, you know what, I'd rather reload faster, because I mean, I don't want to brag. Let me toot my own horn for a second.
Here we go.
I was shooting them heads really good, you know what I'm saying? So I was just like, I'm worried more about the reload speed. So I didn't care. I didn't care about the gun and all the damage it did, because I had the ammo, I had the accuracy. I was using those ancient coins for the syringes and
the steroids.
Yeah.
Yeah. I used them for my strength and for my reload speed. I didn't buy the Magnum. Like, I don't need the Magnum. I need my pistol and my shotgun. That's all I need right now, because I don't want to waste more space in my inventory, for one, and two, I don't think I need the Magnum right now to kill these people, because as long as you hit headshots, it's high damage.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
3 to kill one. 3 to kill one.
3 to kill one.
That's all it
One of
was.
those walking monsters in the game. So I'm like, I don't need it.
Well, remember, all the 3 of us played on different difficulties. Or wait, you 2 played on the same difficulty. I played on a different one.
Yeah.
True.
I played on Madhouse, and I needed that damage.
Yeah.
And like, if you found
How many
the
did it
hidden
take?
things, like 6.
Oh my
6.
God,
yeah,
dude,
I could figure that was gonna double. Yeah.
Alright, so the reason, okay, here's what I think. Dude, I found all like the hidden pictures and stuff like that for hidden treasures. Each one of them were like steroids for stuff. Like the first one, was increase your health. So boom. So I'm basically playing on normal now, since I've got the increased health. So I was like, okay, I am fine with the reload speed since I'm very accurate, and I'm only going to reload while I'm out of combat. Like, oh, it's faster to change weapons than to reload.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then I liked it where you can just like stockpile ammo. Like I
Yes.
stockpiled like a son of a bitch with the shotgun.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Like I played through the whole entire factory with just a shotgun.
Nice.
All I played with,
Nice.
and I had like 34 shotgun shells.
I'll do it.
Damn.
Like,
I'll do
so
it.
I just sat there. I just sat there and backed up, waited for them all grew up, and like shot their legs, and then just shot their heads off.
Nice.
Like boom. Like with the shotgun, you don't really aim down sights. You just sit there and you don't aim. You just because it increases that spread pattern.
Yeah.
That's what a lot of people don't know about video games. You don't aim down sights with a shotgun. You never do. You just
get close.
I mean,
Point
I
and shoot.
sometimes do, but I mean, like, I didn't.
For those crawling guys, I did aim down sight and shoot him in the head one time and blew him up.
yeah. That's one thing.
I had to because they were jumping here, jumping there, and like crawling this way. I'm like, dude, stop, stay
Mm-hmm.
in one spot. Let me shoot you in the face, and then it's just move on to go see Lucas.
Yeah.
But I felt like the shotgun was for me the best weapon in the game because the pistol was good.
It was.
But the pistol, like the ammo was here and there, everywhere. You can create more ammo for yourself easily. But I felt it's kind of weak. It was kind of
Yeah, it was very weak.
even on my
And
difficulty.
then another thing that pisses me off is
Yeah.
the Wesker gun.
Yeah, it was kind of. It was
It's
like
only 3 rounds. It's like what the fuck?
Right?
This is like it's a 9mm and it holds 3 rounds.
yeah.
I didn't
Like,
get
what
that
the
one.
That was
I
so
didn't
weird.
get that.
At the very end, when they give it to you to shoot, Evelyn's face, like 1, 2, 3.
Oh, okay,
and they reload
okay.
1, 2, 3, and then she dies. But it's like, why? Wait, this is I thought it was like a Magnum gun. I'm like, okay, 3 rounds. I guess it makes kind of sense, but 6 rounds is a Magnum. Any kind of Magnum should be 6
See,
rounds.
you
So-
guys are using like the term of Resident Evil, like previous Resident Evils. I'm
Yes.
over here like, Wesker gun. What is this? Yeah, I didn't know.
It's
So
it's
now I
Wesker's
learned.
Star's pistol.
Yeah, that was his gun. I'm like, dude, a Wester's
Yeah.
gun? Is he still alive? What the heck is going on right now? So probably he's
Yeah,
still
so-
alive. He's like,
Yeah.
use this. And here's the thing, though. It's kind of weird. I know it's small, but it kind of made me a little annoyed in a good way. Is that when they said, like, I know every game is like that. Every game at the very end, someone says, use this, and you shoot them with Ex Machina gun or rocket launcher. Makes sense. But, like, to have Umbrella hover over me and then just give me a gun instead of shooting the damn thing themselves pissed me off. It's like, that means they are evil. They're not heroes. They wanted me to, maybe the whole thing was on purpose. Like, I went to the house on purpose. They were the ones engineering the whole thing. And I was a test subject. Ethan was. I
Or
don't know.
maybe Umbrella was the one that sent the email and stuff like that. Maybe it was them.
Yes. Like, maybe
They
it was,
recovered it and it's like, okay, they recovered the email that she was sending.
yeah.
It's like, oh, we can use him as a test subject. It's
Exactly.
Like, and sent it to him.
Exactly. Like, that's what I thought. I'm like, what? They have all this military power in their helicopter, but they give me a freaking gun? Why? Why is
you know what's
gun?
even worse though? Like, if this is true, then think about it. We already talked about the gift being given to him
Yeah.
by the cutting off of the leg, and then Jack saying, "Here, have this." We also have the part where Ethan was submerged in the what was it called? Molded. He was inside that.
Yeah.
So he has the full vision of what it was like to be within the gift.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
So-
then when you got the cutscene with Jack and Zoe,
Yep.
Yeah.
You met them.
Yeah. So basically, like, if he really is a test subject, then they did a great job. Yeah, I mean, technically, they succeeded because
Mhm.
he had the gift and he also had the sight of the gift. So, they succeeded if they wanted to test it.
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, I could see it.
He did see, like, when you're reading those, like, files, like, the first step of the gift is this hallucination, second step is, whatever. Like I think he went through like the 2 stages of the gift where he saw her. She wasn't real, but she's at the very end where she's trying to fight you back from trying to take her back and give her some kind of like antidote. Like she was fighting you back with illusions of Mia trying to attack you with the chainsaw, of the dad trying to hit you, the mom, like no matter what it was, they're all hallucinations. So that was him having the gift, seeing her but not seeing her.
Exactly.
So he has it in him, but we don't know how it's gonna evolve him. We don't know that yet. So in a way, I think he was a test subject. Like none of this game was. After playing RE0 all the way up to this game, nothing is a coincidence with Umbrella. Nothing is. They do things for a purpose, for a reason, either as rogues in their own projects, or as as a group together. So none of this was an accident. None of it was. But I want to know why they did it. What are they trying to test out? Like the experiment. They always do experiments. All of them do. And Evelyn was a big experiment. She was probably the most powerful one they've made. BOW they've made. Who can read your mind, but one of her weaknesses is that she tries to seek out for family. Like she tries to always find a family. In a way, it's a good thing and a bad thing.
That was because she was an orphan.
Yeah, that's kind of sad.
Remember that she was an orphan.
That's so sad, dude. Man, Umbrella is really heartless. They don't care about anybody. Oh my god, they don't care about anybody. That's crazy.
Yeah. So, Kate, what would you give this game as a rating?
Honestly, I'm giving it a 10. Like and also to rank it among the other games I played. Thank God I played for a month, so I can see all the games and how they affected me in the past and now. Like I gotta say, this game ranks number 1 on my list. Might be a bias that I've seen it before. I just recently played the game and loved it, but I'm gonna put this number 1 and number 2 for me RE2 because I love that game to death. But this game, fantastic.
All right, we're going to go to Wiz here, who is not really biased towards Resident Evil like me and Kate. So, what would you rank this? What would you rate it?
Well, the games I really enjoy are the story-based driven games, and my favorite game is actually Halo 3 ODST, and it has the dark theme to it and all that, and obviously Resident Evil does. But with all that being said, I'd give it, a nice 9, just because it was it had some points of weakness that it was so minuscule that it didn't really bother me. But at the same time, I know that if they just touched up on this, they would have made it like nice positive azul or something like that. What I mean by that is they could have just made it like perfect. Like we were talking about the weapon upgrades, the Zoe didn't get that much of a say. Yeah. And there was one thing that I also wanted to bring up. A coworker of mine always said, I don't know if I liked it. I don't know if I liked Resident Evil 7. They had a difference between the demo and the full game because he told me that apparently there were 5 different endings the demo.
There were, yeah.
Okay. And 5 to 2, that's a big change. So again, I'm thinking that 9 is a good rating for them because they did have minuscule things that they could have fixed on. I mean, who am I to say? I'm only a 20-year-old man, and Yeah.
Maybe.
All right. So I'm going to rate the game. I'm going to also give it a 9.
Okay.
Because they did great on the survival horror. They did great on the adventure.
Yep.
They did great with the Easter eggs, and the graphics were phenomenal.
Incredible.
It was great. The music was amazing.
Oh my God, yes.
The story,
I appreciate
was good. The only thing that brings it down for me is the story. I felt they could have done more with the story, expanded more.
Yeah, see, exactly.
Gave us an extra 2 to 3 hours with the game. They could have done that. Like it was at a nice 10-hour game.
Yeah. I would have hoped
it was a nice 10 hours.
Well, I mean, for some people it was 13 hours because I mean they're little babies.
Whatever, man.
I was
Well,
agree with
it's a
that.
nice it's a nice average. The average is 10 hours. The average.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The average is 10 to 12 hours.
I
I felt they could have gave it like a good like 17 hours maybe.
They could have like.
Like
I wish
not,
it would
it's
have
not
like.
too
No,
long.
14.
I
14
think
at
15. I think
least.
15 would be good. 15 hours.
Yeah,
16 hours.
17 would be like Mass
Like,
Effect.
like Last of Us is like 15-hour game. That's like
Yeah.
a perfect
Yeah.
middle to like, the cutscenes, the gameplay, everything. Like 15 hours is good pocket for a game like this.
Yeah,
I wish it would have done more flashbacks for Evelyn. Like
Yeah, that's another
her
thing I
inside,
like.
like one last tape, like the final tape of her in the hospital getting
I could
probed
see
and
that.
stuff, you know?
I could see
Yeah,
that, but I could
This is
also.
another thing I enjoyed. That all the cutscenes were in game. Like you didn't go like all of a sudden black screen cutscene.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
I like that. I
played through
enjoy
them.
that. It's like
Yeah.
it's nice, fluid. Like none of the graphics went bad or anything like that.
Yep.
And another thing
It
is,
stayed true to
they didn't
itself.
really they didn't have any day one issues like they have in the past.
Yeah.
It was great.
Yeah. There's no glitches, no like, no bad, I don't know, no errors anywhere in the game. It was just it looked gorgeous.
Yeah.
Hyper realistic.
Yeah, it's great.
Gorgeous,
Yeah,
like
true,
PT,
very
like
true,
Outlast.
The graphics are great.
Feel.
The colors.
No,
Yeah, the
but
colors went
dude,
from
you-
going from light to dark was
yes.
good.
But the music. Oh my
You
God.
actually heard like the gurgling of like the mold.
Oh
You actually
yeah.
heard it gurgling and stuff like that, and the
Sound effects
gleam.
on point.
Dripping and
Looked
that
great.
shit. Yeah. The thing is that I have to bring this up. The very beginning, they started just showing you it's ominous as hell. And what I mean by that is the camera guy, I forgot his name, but you find him downstairs like sucking on something, and then he falls over on top of you, and like his face is being, I don't know. Do you guys recall what I'm talking
Yeah,
about?
yeah, I remember
His
that.
face
Yeah.
was impaled.
Yeah,
Like
His
his
face
face was like
was
impaled in that like pipe in those pipes.
yeah.
Yeah, and I thought like for some reason I thought that was like foreshadowing that there was gonna be a whole bunch of like people getting like their face sucked out of it. But you know, when you're not familiar with Resident Evil like I was, you expect nothing. You just go into it and you're like, what the hell is this? I don't know. But again, like it just showed you how evil the game was going to be portrayed, because you know instantly you see that and you're just like, oh shit, this is going to be a bumpy road.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It'll show you where you have to go when you have to go right there. Like I don't want to go there,
Yeah.
but you have to,
Yeah.
and it freaks you out even more. That's why I love the game.
Mhm.
One thing that's really good about this game, with the music and like for me, the scariest moment in the game is this, like the very beginning where you're going upstairs with Mia, but Mia's downstairs. You know, you got to go find a key, and then you like, there's no key up here. All I see is a phone, the bathroom. I got first aid kit for what? Oh god, here we go. So you go downstairs, and all you see is pitch black downstairs, and you hear her gurgling and growling at you. Like,
And then all of a sudden you see her come up the stairs and like
yes,
shove.
and shove you against the wall, like oh
And you
my
hit the
god.
wall. You're like, what the fuck?
And you're in the game now, like, and then she has like a knife in her hand. I'm like, wait, how do I defend myself? And you're so confused. You're fused. You're scared. The music's going crazy. She's coming at you. All I say is defend yourself. Put your hands up. Like, how? She has a freaking knife in her hand. Like, she stabs you and stabs you and stabs you. I'm like, I'm taking damage. We're gonna die now, or am I doing it right? Like, you're so confused the whole time.
You're just confusing.
Yeah.
Like,
You don't know what's
Yeah.
going on. I love that part of the game. Like, it makes you think like, what's anything can happen in this game, and you gotta be ready for it. But you're not gonna be ready for it. You never will be
You're
ready
right.
for it. You know, like it was so good. It was so powerful.
You were talking about her growling and all that. What
Yes.
about the knocking? Just
Oh,
they did
Yeah.
such a great job
Yes.
with every sound that when that happened, I at first I was like, no, fuck this, no, I'm not doing it.
yeah.
And then I started walking towards it, and I was like, where the hell are you? What are you doing? And then I started hearing growling, and I said again, no, fuck this. And the sounds that they did, just amazing, you know, put together perfectly.
The creakiness of the door, the scratching
Yeah.
of the branches on the window, like the thunder.
Yeah.
Everything was so on point, like in different earphones too. Like I heard one inside was like a knocking on the window.
They made it in
Ah,
a Resident Evil game.
yes, the
Still
sound,
Resident Evil.
the sound mixing was great. It was like,
Yeah.
I mean, pro level sound mixing. I thought for me, Layers of Fear was one of the best like sound effects in a horror game ever. But this was like this surpassed it, like in a big way.
Yeah.
Like,
All right,
everything.
Here. I've got to head out. I gotta get back into work.
All right, dude.
I've been on my break this whole time.
Oh, damn. Okay.
So, yeah.
All right, dude.
All right. Thank you guys. Thank you two for having me onto the podcast.
Of course.
And having my. So, yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I'll talk to you guys more later.
All right, man.
All right, catch you later, Dante.
Love you guys.
See ya, dude.
Peace out.
Okay, so how do we wrap this one up? How about this? We said about the scariest moments, the RA games.
We already talked about the bosses.
The bosses. The sound effects, the music. Oh my goodness, music is great.
How about I want to talk about the boss arena really quick. Bosses arenas. And whenever I went into a fight when I was a kid, I always saw the arena. You know, the boss had like their own arena, their own like everything was their playground.
Yeah, yeah.
Would you think about all of that? Like Jack's garage, then Jack's I don't know what to call it. Jack's basement, I guess, or I don't know. Then there was a greenhouse. Then Lucas. I just thought they put so much small details into it.
Yep.
Like the body bags.
Oh yeah, we had the body bags in his face, like the stunt
yeah,
yeah.
The body bags. I'm gonna skip the first one. The car, it's not a small detail. That's
the car
huge.
was intense.
Yeah,
that fight was intense. Like,
what'd you do? Did you get inside of it?
I was pissed off because he kept trying to hit me in the face with a stupid shovel. So I'm like, you know what, Jack? I was almost dead too. I was almost dead. I was very highly damaged. There's no other first aid kit. I'm like, you know what? Any chance I get, find a key, get in the car, and smash him. So I got in the car. I turned the key. He's like, "What are you doing, boy?" He grabbed me. I pushed him away. He came around the front, and I just rammed him like 4 times. He was unconscious.
Yeah.
He was unconscious. I got out of the car, and then he came back in the car somehow, and then he got in the car with me, and then he killed himself.
Yeah, that's what he did for me. He got in the car with me, and he was like, "This is how you drive, boy." And I was like, "Oh God." Like, no, you're not my daddy. No, get out. But the car is not a small detail, but the body bags with Marguerite, she had the little escape holes. She would jump in and she, would you consider Lucas a boss fight? I think that was more of a puzzle.
No, he was just messing with you. He didn't really fight you directly.
Yeah.
But I think Lucas was the one that set up all the keys and the puzzles because he loves puzzles. So for me, that makes sense for me because in all the games, the Resident Evil games I played, like kind of accepted the whole like, okay, the game will have puzzles. Why? We don't know why because the player wants to have fun. But this one's like it was set up for you to experience. Puzzles. You know what I mean? Like everything had an explanation. I'm like, okay, this game has, as an RE fan, it has puzzles, but the puzzles were pre-made for you. Yeah. You know what I mean? And everyone
Lucas did it, yeah.
Yeah, everyone had to go through that. Everyone had to go through those puzzles to survive the house. And not a lot. Zoe kind of did in the end. You did with Ethan, but people who came there with like Lucas, they died. Not everyone survived the puzzles that he made. So I think he's the one that designed the puzzles in the house.
Definitely, I can see that.
And everyone had their own thing. He was a puzzle man. Jack was a stalker, and Marguerite was defender of insects. They had their own stages in the house.
Puzzle man, stalker. Oh, I'm just a defender of insects.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
Like here's bees in your face and watch me. It's like screw you, Grandma.
Like shit.
I hated those. I hated Marguerite, dude. I was so mad at her, but I was scared of her at the same time. Like I didn't want to see her. When you heard buzzing, I'm like, buzzing in a lantern. You're gonna die.
So, what was your favorite arena? The last one, I just want to say the eyes was kind of the small detail. Just because, like, I don't know, the eyes were so hard because they were the little ones on the elbow, and
yeah, that was tough. They had to go underneath him and go on top of him at the same time.
Yeah,
avoid his big old crazy branch swipe. That was a crazy fight. That was a really good fight. That was like a RE4 fight.
Yeah. As much as I loved the Marguerite fight, I think the final boss battle was so much fun for me because you just wanted it to be over.
Yeah.
And you were talking, like, I don't know if you did, but I talked so much shit to Jack. He was like, come here, boy. And I was like, no, I ain't coming to you.
Yeah, yep.
And,
I did too, yep.
And girl was like, we're a family now. And I was like, bitch, we ain't no family.
Yeah.
And I was just talking shit. And it was just fun. It was just fun.
It was, yeah. But then, because Jack, the first time you see Jack, you're like, okay, I'm scared. Holy crap. Second time, like, dude, Jack, I already killed you in the garage. Jack, I already killed you in the living room. Jack, I killed you in the bathroom. Jack, go away. Like, you're fed up with him.
It's like,
Get out of here, man. You're fed up with Jack. And I think that's what they meant to do. Like, he kept telling you you're part of the family. I'm like, dude, go away. I don't know what the hell you are right now. You're like some kind of branch crazy monster. Leave me alone. Like, I felt good by shooting those eyeballs out. I felt so good causing him pain. Cause I was so fed up with him, seeing him in my life, in the game. Like, dude, leave me alone. You see, Lucas ran away. You see, Marguerite, I killed her one time. You, like, 6 times, you're not dead yet. Why?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Yeah.
I think Evelyn punished him. I don't know why she did, but she punished him. She kept bringing him back over and over again.
Yeah. But, so, I'm guessing it was the same for you?
Yeah, yes.
Final boss?
Yes.
Yeah.
I was so done with talking to him and so done with him jabbing at me. Like, and the cool thing about his boss fights is that he talked a lot of crap in the right points too. Like, I was reloading my gun. It's like, ooh, a gun you got there, boy. You know how to use that on me?
Yeah.
I'm like, whoa.
I was like, don't shoot your eye out. I was like, bro, I won't.
Yeah, right?
Leave me alone.
But it made me nervous. I'm like, okay, I missed. I'm like, hoo. And when you miss, he would talk to you about it. I'm like, oh my God, what an ass. Like, he makes fun of me for being bad at shooting him in the face. I got so mad about that. Like, he talked a lot of crap too, though. He deserved the crap talk we gave him. He talked so much crap to us.
It was so much fun, though, just fighting him. At some points, you were like, wow, just leave me alone, Jack.
Mm-hmm.
But then at other points, you were like, this is kind of fun. Like, what's up, Jack? How you doing?
Yeah.
I had fun. I had fun fighting him. But there was a point. Oh, I totally forgot what I was going to say. Damn. Crap. Wow. Okay. Oh, yeah. So, instantly after Jack was killed, chat just filled up with, wow, the final boss one-liners. And I was like, what do you guys mean? What do you guys mean? And they're like, every Resident Evil 1 game, not every Resident Evil 1, every Resident Evil game always has their corny one-liners at the end. And then I was like, what do you mean? And then I thought about it, and he was like, that's not nice. That's not nice. And I was like, oh, okay. That's what Jack said, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah. But,
oh my God, it was so good. It's good.
9 out of 10.
It wasn't corny. Like, I think they improved a lot of things, because all the RE games have like really corny one-liners, really corny dialogue. RE4 was one that pretty much stood out amongst all the games because the dialogue was great, the storyline was great, it was well told story. So RE7 was like on point with everything. My favorite part in the whole game, in the whole entire game, was when you opened the doors to Lucas's whatever thing he called it, the little playhouse, and you sat in front of the TV, and that monologue he gave was incredible. Like, usually I would talk back to at Marguerite or Jack, whatever, who's trying to jaw at me. I didn't say a damn word the whole time. I was just watching the screen because man, after that one, my chat was like, wow, whoa, creepy, like Joker-like. I'm like, yes, he is like the Joker. This guy is insane. Like, his performance in that piece right there, that monologue was the best in the game.
Yeah, it was very good.
I was so like shocked and surprised, and I didn't want it to end because everything he was saying, the way he performed his lines, because you see the dialogue, with subtitles on, he just like would string together the words so well, or he delay the words. Like, it was just so like his own character came to life. It wasn't like he was reading lines in a booth. He was like actually feeling like he brought a character to life. Whoever the actor was, bravo, by the way, bravo for that line. It was so good.
The thing that I think we kind of took for granted was the camera placement.
Yes.
Of the entire time he was talking. He could have placed the camera down. He could have sat in that chair and he could have talked to you, but instead he had it close up to his face, and it kind of gave a sense of he was trying to get in your head, and if he was in person with you, he would have probably just grabbed your head the same way he was holding that camera.
Yep. Gonna grab your
So
face and talk to you.
yeah,
Yeah.
so yeah, it was just great small details that made everything perfect. Not perfect, good.
So it was a smart way to handle each character. Each character had their own at the dinner table. They're all they're family, but they didn't get along very well.
Right.
They didn't because they're all different. I thought Marguerite would force feed me some like food to try to kill me in her boss fight, but it was like more like when Jack said like I'll smash you like an insect. Oh wait, don't let Marguerite hear you say that. I'm like, what do you mean Marguerite and insects? Oh god, is she like an insect monster? And then you see her burst through the window. I'm like, oh my god, she is like a spider. Okay, here we go.
She was so creepy.
She was very, very
You go into
scary.
the tunnel, and then next thing you know, you're seeing like something run away, and you're like, ah, no.
Like, I don't want to go there.
Please, I don't want to.
Oh my god, when she burst through the window, I'm like, no, I don't want to fight her right now. I don't want to fight her. I'm done.
There were a lot of funny parts where I'm walking down the stairs or something, and I hear like tell Aunt Rhody, or I hear or see something, and you could see the instant face of regret and the slowly pressing of the S button, and as I'm like backing up, the S button was just like back up. I would like slowly shut the doors behind me. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yep.
Like,
You think about it, I'm like, wait a minute. Let me go save real fast, come back downstairs, wait
yeah,
for a second,
exactly.
pray, and then go through the door again. And just see what happens. One of the puzzles, too, were troll puzzle. Like, when I think it was to some kind of cabinet door or some kind of door you had to go to find something, to find a key. Like,
the treasure chest. Not treasure chest, the treasure map. I'm pretty sure you're talking about.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. It was down. You go upstairs to save. You go downstairs, and you meet the very first black mold monster, the molding monster. But you go through there. It's like 3 A's and a handprint, right? Okay, 3 A's handprint. Okay, so I think it's Tanaya, whatever their name was, and the handprint, and you open up like, okay, there we go. It's a nice little key. You open up the little morgue. Thing, and all of a sudden a monster comes out. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
A monster? I need a key. I don't need this guy in my face. I got freaked out. So I ran out of the room, ran back upstairs, and funny thing is, the cool thing was, you run inside the door, you close it, like, okay, I'm safe. And all of a sudden you hear boom, 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 boom on the door. Like,
you're like,
I'm still
shit.
here. And you hear him behind the door walking back and forth, pacing, growling at you. Like, he won't leave you alone and reset his position. No, he'll stay there until you come back out there and fight him. Like, what the hell? They're so smart.
It was cool. It was
so good. And then you see Grandma looking at you. Whew.
Yeah.
So weird. So good, though.
The treasure maps were very cool as well, because like when you found the first pack of steroids, first syringe of steroids, it was inside the rock inside the game room, and that was I just thought that was cool. I didn't expect that. It was nice.
I mean, this game had so much little teeny details, so much little things that happened in the game that I loved. I thought it was so brilliant to have happened.
I can't wait for the DLCs.
Oh man, I've never been so excited about DLC in my life. Because this game was a full you put $60 on a game. Nowadays, how DLC extends the storylines or DLC adds onto it. Like I'll say that right now, even though I am part of their organization, but Mankind Divided was kind of BS because the storyline, they hid like 3 parts of the storyline in DLC, which I thought was wrong. The game was
that does
really
not
empty.
seem right. What?
Yes, they hid 3 parts of the DLC inside the story inside the DLC. So you had to download, and also you can go in the store in the game and buy weapons and buy DLC and buy different things to finish the game with. Which is like, wait, shouldn't you earn those things and earn the right to have because in the old games, in the old series of the games, Deus Ex, it was about a game where you explore, your stealth, you get your upgrades, you earn weapons and stuff, and then you complete the full game. Like the last game was. This one was like a money grab. Same with Mass Effect with the whole Mass Effect 1, 2, and 1, and 2. They hint at. I won't say what happened, but they hint at something, right? And then number 3, you have to get the full priced game plus the what's it called, the special edition game to
I'm
get
pretty
the
sure
extra
everybody's.
storyline.
I'm pretty sure everyone's played it, so I don't think you're spoiling anything, Kate. Yeah.
So like in number 1 and 2,
Yeah.
like Liara de Sony is researching this like these people. It's like this certain
Oh, the Prothean.
the Protheans, right? Exactly.
Yeah.
And so in number 3, that was the height of her research. But the thing is, people who just bought the game and played it, they had to buy the DLC for $20 for the Prothean. But that's bullcrap because it's part of the storyline in the very first game. Why would you have people pay for the game that they heard about in the very first 2, and all the files I read about Protheans and all the wars between the Protheans and humans, and like they wanted to know what the Prothean was in the first 2 games.
It was a marketing plot
It was
because
so mean.
a lot of people fell in love with Liara.
Yes.
And when they found out that they can make Liara happy by giving them an actual Prothean, they dropped that 20, you know?
Yes, exactly.
I dropped that 20. You kidding me? I dropped that 20. I wanted to meet the Prothean, and he was pretty much worth it. I had a bunch of fun.
Yeah.
But it looks like you and I are going to have to do a Kai has a podcast on Mass Effect Andromeda.
We will.
Dude, oh my god. I'm going
doing
to
March Effect in March, which I'm playing all the Mass Effect games, and then
I like that.
Andromeda afterwards. But I want to do like the podcast before Andromeda, just to say like
Okay.
what the game was, what it meant to me. Because honestly, that was I'm trying to get away from RE7, but that one series was the one series that honestly I at the very end teared up at.
No, my God.
it
I
was-
didn't even cry at the very end. I cried in the
Man.
middle when, again, everyone has played it more than likely, and whoever didn't play it, I'm sorry for spoiling this.
Yeah.
But Solus, when he died, Morden Solus or whatever his name is.
Oh my God!
Like,
Yes, I teared up. Dude. I teared
Oh.
up. Yes, I was.
And the
like,
thing is, it
legit
wasn't even
sad.
for himself.
It wasn't, dude.
It was for the genophage.
Yeah.
Trying to cure the genophage.
That was his apology to making it, creating some kind of virus for what was it, Rex's people.
Rex and Grant.
That was his apology for them. Like, I'm sorry for the Solarians, what they call them, right?
Yeah, Solarians.
We created this virus for you guys. I'm sorry, but I think it's best for that. I kill the virus now and kill myself. I'm like, oh my God, dude, you're such a like. I was like, because I just started to like him in number 2, the end number 1 and number 2. And then
Well, no, he wasn't in number 1, I don't think.
oh no, number 2. It was number 2.
Yeah.
I'm like, this guy's pretty cool. He's kind of annoying, but he's pretty funny. And like, he told me one of his backstories about his his life and who he was. I'm like, wow, you had to work so hard to be who you are. And then all of a sudden, he just dies. Like, he's one of the smartest scientists in the world, and he's gone.
Yeah, but they only lived till 40, and he was 20, something like that.
But still,
But yeah.
he still had so many more years in his life. I felt
True,
so bad
true,
he died. But yeah, anyways, that was just talking about DLC. The point being, nowadays it's rare to find you playing a full game and not having everything hidden behind paywalls like DLC and both.
Yeah.
This game was like that. This game was a full game, and the DLC is gonna add on to more questions that we have for the game. Not like, oh, more of the storyline, but more of the questions behind the series. Like, who was Redfield? Who was Lucas? What happened to the family? Like those questions will be answered in DLC.
I think they did a great job, actually. After you beat the game, they said what the DLC was going to be.
Yep.
I was like, oh shit, okay. And piecing it together, maybe Redfield really was working with Lucas, trying to, kill you.
Oh, man,
and
it's so good.
I'm excited. I'm just excited.
I can't wait till the springtime. Well, the first one's gonna be in the 21st. That's gonna be the first one's gonna be where it's 3 of them. There's survivor mode. We have to kill as many baddies as possible, enemies as possible. There's one where you can't alert Marguerite that you leave in the bedroom, but you have to escape the bedroom. That one's pretty cool. The third one, I forget what the third one was. The DLC that we're getting.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, there's one more thing we're getting in the free pack. I forget what that one was. Hold on, let me look at it real fast. I forget what it was, DLC. Because that sounds interesting to me. I want to do the whole, escape her bedroom before she catches me and kills me.
Well, while you look this up, I will do this. Ladies and gents, this is Wizdelia speaking. My friend Kaitality has been working on his channel for a very long time. And if you're watching this podcast and you don't follow my friend on Twitch, I don't see what you're doing. You should really go follow the guy. Great guy. He cares for his community, his people, and he will give you his hand. And if you ask for his arm, he will not hesitate to give you his arm. For real, a great guy. And I do say just go follow him, give him some support. I'm still stalling because I don't know if you found what he's looking for.
Thank you. You know what?
I got you.
I will say this to you guys as well, is that like my friend here was Wizdelia. I met him while I was playing a scary game, Layers of Fear.
Layers of Fear. And I remember I quoted everything you said because it was just making me die.
I was like making the guy laugh because I was legit scared. When I get scared, I make jokes, and I was like making all kinds of jokes in the game because that was a scary game to play. I was first time on my own house. It was dark. There was no one here with me, and I was just freaking out the whole time when I was there. And I was making jokes. I made one joke, made him laugh, and he followed me, and he told me he streamed. Instantly. And I'm like, I gotta check this guy out. And then he played Layers of Fear as well. And he didn't see me. I don't think he showed me the full, playthrough of my playthrough of the game. But he was freaking out too. I was making fun of him the whole time, trolling him the whole time in chat.
Shit was funny.
So, and honestly, this guy grinds, dude. The guy grinds hard for his community, for his stream. He wants to make sure you guys are happy every time. He's making jokes left and right. He has a lot of community games, dual streams. He supports a lot of cool, awesome, big and small streamers, including myself on Twitch. It's twitch.tv/Wizdelia, WIZDELIA.
Twitch.tv/Kaitality, KAITALITY. And I'm surprised I could do that because I have been awake for about 27 hours, I think. I don't know.
That's dedication, dude. That's insane. Like, you gotta been asleep. He'd be like, you know what, Kaitality, I don't want to do this right now. I'm tired. I want to go to sleep. But no. I had to stay up overnight and make this podcast. Dedication, man. For sure it is. Because we've done a lot of 24-hour streams together, 10 hours, 12 hours together, honestly.
Yeah.
My community knows who he is. They always ask when the next one's going to be because they love it. And I love
it's very fun. It's always a great time.
Always.
And
it goes by so fast, too. Like, it's just it's so fun to play games.
It's easy. It's just easy talking to us. And the thing is, we don't discriminate. You're a new follower, you come in, You've been an old follower, you come in. It's just like family. That's all it is. Yeah.
It is like, honestly, I got to say, like, my community is my second family. Same with Wizards.
Yeah.
Like, it's like we are one big happy family. We kind of cross paths in our communities. And in our community, too, we have little tiny streamers who are trying to get, their feet under them to stream. We support them full-fledged. Like Dante, CGNDante, too, guys. Twitch.tv/CGNDante, one word. Please support him, too. He plays a lot of cool games. Very funny guy.
Kid's got some grind in him as well. He last month actually bought himself 2 1080s just because he wanted his stream to run clearer. I'm pretty sure that's what he told me. Yeah. 2 1080s. He just dropped that much. Oh, but no, Twitch for anyone who's here on the podcast that doesn't watch Twitch. Twitch is a great place where you can find great people and you can play great games with them. And if you don't want to spend $60 on a game, you can watch us play it for you. And it's just nice. If you're ever having a bad time, we're here for you. We're here to entertain.
To make you, take. That's one thing. Whenever someone asks me why I stream, is I honestly, I know it's kind of cliche, but to make people laugh. That's one reason why I love doing it, because I want to make you laugh, make you enjoy yourself. Because life can be tough. Life can be crappy.
There's a lot
of drama goes on in life. Your parents divorced, or your girlfriend broke up with you, or whatever happened in life. Like,
a lot of shit and piss in the world.
A lot of it in the world, And this place, our streams, I feel is like a place you can go where no matter what, you'll feel happy. Beginning, during, and afterwards, you'll feel happy about yourself, about our community. You'll feel the love, because you feel love. Any new person that comes to our streams, I take it upon myself to focus on you. and know who you are, and make sure everyone else knows who you are, so you feel comfortable with us, and then we could go on with the stream and play game stuff. Because I love doing that. I love meeting people. So
and we've made it a habit for not a habit. We've made it a I don't want to say a rule, but I don't know how to say it, for lack of a better word, an impulse for our viewers in our community. Whenever a new person comes in, we don't even have to say the hi. They say it for us sometimes.
Oh yeah.
They just say, "Oh hi, blah blah blah. I've never seen you here," and have a good conversation.
It's great.
It's
just really special. That's what I say. It's
Yeah.
really special to meet these people, and TwitchCon will be awesome. Can't wait. Wait, let me just read this real fast, guys, and I'll do one last thing. Okay, so Volume 1 pack includes Nightmare, where Sewer Gator's cameraman Clancy must craft weapons and ammo to face off against hordes of enemies, survive until morning. Also includes The Bedroom, where Clancy must figure out how to get out of the locked bedroom in a Baker family's plantation and make his escape. But beware, Marguerite Baker won't be happy if she knows he's up and out of bed. Along with both of these scenarios in the Infinity Playable extra mode called Ethan Must Die, which is an extra tough mode that is separate from the RE games. Okay? And then you have Volume 2, Banned Footage number 2. Scenarios 21 and Daughters. So players will need to gamble with their own lives. It's so sick. In a deadly game of 21. Oh, I can't wait for that to happen. So with Lucas Baker. See? A game player. Lucas Baker's a game player of the group. Okay?
Damn.
And then dive deeper into the Baker family's life before the tragic events. Cool. Backstory of RE7. And in Daughters, that's in Daughters. So 21, you gamble with Lucas. Daughters, you go back into, what made them who they are.
I was just about to say that. They should have a DLC where they have backstory. And now look at that. Wow.
So good. And
Capcom.
Also,
what are you doing?
Also, an extra gameplay mode titled Jack's 55th Birthday provides a race against the clock as players serve up the daddy of the family, Jack Baker, with tons of treats for a special celebration. Oh.
Now what kind? Oh my lord, Capcom!
So you get 2 DLCs. It's all coming out for all consoles on the 21st. Early on PS4 on the 14th. But that's gonna happen. 5 different modes in 2 DLCs.
Beautiful.
Not counting the one in spring coming out in spring. They're gonna have Chris Redfield and Leon Kennedy and Not a Hero showing who Redfield really is. That's so much. It's like what? 8 different things. Yeah.
2017, ladies and gents.
It's gonna be a crazy year, dude.
It's we got the Switch, we got Horizon, we got all these games coming out, and it's just going to be amazing.
I can't wait. No, I think the next podcast should be about. Hey, dude, you muted yourself.
No, I know. My little sister came downstairs, so I was like, no.
Come back upstairs. Well, I'll say one more thing. We should do a next podcast about the upcoming games because
we're gonna
man.
What we're gonna do, ladies and gents. We're gonna try and I think what we should do is we should talk about the same. Oh, hold on. Pops is down here.
Edit. It'll be edited out right here.
Okay, thank you. I was gonna say, hold on, let me make sure they're upstairs. But what I was gonna say is we talk about, exclusives first, and then we just branch off.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Actually, I don't know how many exclusives are there. There's
something like 1 or 2. Like Horizon Zero Dawn was 1 exclusive for PS4, and then let's see, they have the Neo for PS4 exclusive. And what else is coming out? Lego Worlds coming out for PC finally, and Xbox One, and Windows, and Mac. What else is coming out this month? Ghost Recon Wildlands coming out.
Yep.
So and then March is gonna be a lot of other games. It's gonna be the Switch, of course. Wildlands coming out on the 24th. Oh, and
Mario Odyssey.
Mario Odyssey is coming out in the springtime. In February this month's gonna be For Honor. Which
oh
right?
God, I can just, dude, I fight for Honor and for Oreos. I tell you. Shit,
that's a great quote. I fight for. See, if I was in Twitch chat right now, I would quote that right now. I fight for honor in Oreos. That's the best.
Dude, you didn't have to, man. I put that as my title.
Do it, dude. That's so awesome. And then have Oreos too. Every time you die, eat an Oreo.
I mean, shit, dude. That game was so much fun.
Oh, the beta's coming out
wanna...
on the 9th for that one. 9th to the 12th, and the full game comes out on the 14th. Just thought I'd say that.
We'll have some more podcasts, guys.
Oh, of course.
We'll have. This is all going to be on Kai Has a Podcast, or maybe one day Kai decides to change the name, but we'll see.
I had no idea what the name was going to be, so I just say that Kai Has a Podcast because this is a podcast. Why not say that? But
we had to think.
It'll be a better name, hope in the future, but maybe it'd be funny, ironic, like Kai Has a Podcast. Oh my God, that's kind of funny. I think dry humor for the win. But but anyway, I think we talked this game to death. We will have more to come, guys. You know what too? I'll be posting this in Discord. If you're on Discord listening to this, hello. On Twitter, on Facebook, and also online on a podcast site. So if you're listening to there, hello, how you doing, guys? Be sure to follow us on twitch.tv/Kaitality, twitch.tv/Wizdelia, twitch.tv/CGNDante. I'll put our names and everything else we do in the description for those as well. So
we'd love to have you around. We'd love to. And our Discords are open to anybody.
Yes.
You literally could just message us and be like, "Yo, how are you?" And we will be like, "Yo, we're good."
Exactly.
And tell you guys, like, we do this with our hearts. We wear them on our sleeves, and it's just a great thing that you guys, show the love and support.
Always, man.
Yeah.
Always. So, that'll do it for us for the podcast, guys. And please check it out. Check out our the podcast. Let us know how it is. Also, suggestions. You can give suggestions on DM me on Twitter, or send me a message on Twitter, on Discord, live on Twitch chat, anywhere, guys. And
don't forget though, also twitch.tv/CGNDante. Is it? Does he have an underscore?
No, it's CGNDante.
No, CGNDante. He was the one that came in with us before. He had to go to work.
Yes.
Anyways, continue with what you were saying.
Please follow him. But follow us all, guys, and we'll see you guys later. I'm going to play a little outro here of Go Tell It Rose because the song's creepy and it's fun and it's awesome. We'll see you guys later in the podcast. Thank you for making this first episode of many Kai's a Podcast so special. Yeah. I'm Kaitality. This is Wizdelia. That was Dante. See you guys later. I'm back in town, guys. Keep being awesome. Peace.
Yeah. Stay wizards.
Go tell and Rhody. Go tell and Rhody that everybody's dead. I was raised in a deep dark hole, a prisoner with no parole. They locked me up and took my soul.